Good morning. As you're all aware, this is Mental Health Week, and as you're also aware that this coronavirus is having an impact on a lot of people's mental health. I myself have suffered from mental health problems since 1980 when I had to undergo a massive blood test which diagnosed me with HIV. I have been living with HIV since. I am perfectly healthy with my HIV. My mental health deteriorated after 1991 when I suffered a massive brain hemorrhage and I had an operation and it went wrong. I have problems with my mobility, problems with my self-confidence, and now the coronavirus is having an impact because of the isolation. I've had so much abuse from people over the fact that I am HIV positive. I am not on any high risk register because my HIV virus is undetectable, but because of this coronavirus, the people that are targeting me are making my life even harder for me to deal with. I am totally alienated. I've asked for help. I've had so much verbal abuse towards me because of the fact that I am HIV and this coronavirus outbreak. On Easter week, I thought I was doing a really good thing. I spent £500 on Easter eggs and I wanted to do something very special for the kids in my village where I live, in Cornwall. I took the time to get latex gloves, face masks, sterilised bags and also Steri-Wipes. I Steri-Wiped all the cardboard on the Easter eggs with the gloves on my hands, changing the gloves every 5 Easter eggs that I Steri-Wiped. Then I put them into sterile freezer bags which had sealed zips on them. I wiped the bags down with Steri-Wipes, but inside the bag I also popped a sealed Steri-Wipe sachet so the parents could use that. I got myself a giant Easter bunny costume and I put it on. I went round the entire village where I live, and the village is split up into 3 different parts. I did each and every part. When I saw the rainbow colours or children's messages on windows, I would knock on the door, take the steps back away from the door, ask the parent to answer the door or the children if the parents were there to come to the door with them, and get the children to do little exercises within a 2 metre distance from me, like running up and down the street and doing some jumping up and down and moving their arms and their legs just to make them laugh and have fun. And then I would leave the Easter eggs for the parents to come and pick up, and would tell them that the Steri-Wipes were there for their use as well. I had a lot of good comments on Facebook, but unfortunately I also had some very, very vindictive, nasty comments by name calling me a gay AIDS paedophile, and comments saying that you should get your children tested for HIV because he's got AIDS and he's a paedophile and he shouldn't be near children. That hurt me very, very much, and it has made my mental health suffer even more. I cannot walk about the street without getting abuse from young children and young parents. And to this day and age, I cannot understand why people are still so ignorant to the fact of HIV. And it just rips me apart. Over my years of living with HIV, I have done an incredible amount of work raising awareness on the HIV issues. Several charity events, every town, every place I've lived, And believe me, I've had to move around quite a lot because of the stigma, because of discrimination, because of the harassment, because of the beatings up, because of my houses being set on fire, my windows being smashed, my door being burnt, and my electricity being smashed off the wall. This all has an impact on my mental health, and people just don't realise how evil people are towards mental health. People are still very ignorant towards people's mental health, and this is why people with mental health are finding it very hard to express their feelings. I've decided to share this story with you, and hopefully you can understand the emotions that I go through on a daily basis, the fear that I have to live with. I am now not afraid to talk about my mental health problems. Unfortunately, my brain operation left me with bipolar, and also I suffer from epileptic seizures because of my brain operation. And if my hospital at that time had done the operation and the right procedure and put the metal plate in my head, I wouldn't be in the state I'm in. So there, I'm going to leave this story here. If you want to make links with me at any time, you can put my name into Google, John Percy, HIV. You can see the work that I've done. You can see the abuse that I've had on the Google pages. Listen to some of my interviews on the work that I've done for HIV. I am not ashamed of saying that I am HIV positive. I am not ashamed of saying that I have got mental health problems, and I'm certainly not ashamed of saying it has left me with bipolar disorder. But when my bipolar comes, I take it out on myself, no one else. Thank you for listening.